The Whale is a highly anticipated 2022 drama film directed by Darren Aronofsky, known for his previous works such as Black Swan and Requiem for a Dream. The film is based on the true story of a young killer whale named Luna, who becomes separated from her family and ends up in Nootka Sound, a small fishing village on the west coast of Vancouver Island. Luna's presence in the area causes a great deal of controversy among the locals, with some believing she should be left alone and others wanting to capture and rehabilitate her. The movie stars Brendan Fraser as a journalist who becomes fascinated with Luna's story and decides to document her journey. He forms a close bond with the whale and develops a deep understanding of her plight, while also witnessing the emotional struggles of the community around her. The film promises to be a powerful exploration of humanity's relationship with the natural world and the complexities of animal behavior, as well as a moving story of compassion and connection. The main characters in The Whale are Luna, a young killer whale who becomes separated from her pod and ends up in Nootka Sound, a small fishing village on the west coast of Vancouver Island. Tom, a local fisherman who is wary of Luna's presence and believes she should be captured and rehabilitated. Annie, a marine biologist who is tasked with studying Luna and assessing her condition. Koryanka Kilcher as Adenak, a young indigenous woman who forms a close bond with Luna and helps to protect her from harm. Brendan Fraser as Darren, a journalist who becomes fascinated with Luna's story and documents her journey. These characters, along with others in the film, are all impacted in different ways by Luna's presence and must grapple with their own beliefs and values as they navigate the complex and emotional situation surrounding the young whale.
Charlie, a morbidly obese and reclusive English instructor, teaches online writing courses but keeps his webcam off, ashamed of his physical appearance. His nurse and only friend Liz urges him to visit a hospital for severe risk of congestive heart failure, but Charlie claims he cannot afford medical care. He is also visited by Thomas, a missionary for the New Life Church who wants Charlie to be saved. Charlie frequently orders pizza, following an established routine with delivery driver Dan, who drops off the pizza and collects payment from the mailbox without the two ever interacting face-to-face. Charlie hopes to reconnect with Ellie, his estranged teenage daughter whom he has not seen in 8 years. Charlie offers her the $120,000 into his bank account if she spends time with him without her mother's knowledge. Ellie relents when he agrees to help rewrite a school essay, though he says she must also write in a notebook he gives her. Liz is disgruntled by Thomas' visits and chastises him. Liz reveals she is the adopted daughter of New Life's head pastor and that Alan, Charlie's deceased boyfriend whose death from suicide due to religious guilt caused Charlie to start uncontrollably binge eating, was her brother. Despite Liz's objections, Thomas still believes his mission is to help Charlie. Charlie's health begins to rapidly decline, and Liz brings him a wheelchair so he can remain mobile. One night, Ellie places crushed Ambien into Charlie's food. After he falls asleep, Thomas arrives and Ellie questions him while the two smoke marijuana. Thomas admits he stole his youth group's money and ran away from home because he felt unfulfilled. Ellie secretly records their conversation. Out of concern, Liz brings Mary, Charlie's ex-wife and Ellie's mother, to visit. A heated exchange occurs in which Charlie reveals the amount in his bank account that he planned to leave Ellie, causing Liz to storm out over being lied to about why he avoided medical treatment. Alone, Mary and Charlie argue about the breakdown of their marriage and their failures as parents. It's revealed that Charlie abandoned Mary and Ellie to be with Alan, which resulted in a divorce and his estrangement from Ellie. As Mary leaves, Charlie admits he is hoping Ellie will be the confirmation he needs that he did one thing right with his life. During a routine pizza delivery, delivery driver Dan sees Charlie for the first time and runs off in shock. As a result, Charlie experiences a severe binge-eating episode during which he sends a profanity-laden email to his students, telling them to disregard the classwork and just write back something honest. Thomas visits Charlie one last time to inform him that he is moving back home after Ellie sent his confession to his former youth group and family, who have forgiven him and are welcoming him home. He attempts to preach to Charlie, but Charlie chastises Thomas when he attributes Alan's death to him turning his back on God to be with Charlie. Charlie reveals during his next class that he is being replaced due to the email he sent, and he reads some of the students' submissions. To reciprocate their honesty, he switches on his webcam for the first time, and the students react with shock. He calmly proclaims the only thing that matters is the honest things his students had written, then ends the class by smashing his computer. Liz returns and comforts Charlie as his health worsens. Ellie arrives to furiously confront Charlie over an essay he rewrote for her. Charlie replaced it with a critical essay of Moby Dick she wrote in 8th grade, as he considered it the most honest essay he's ever read. Ellie initially rebukes Charlie as he attempts to reconcile one final time, though she reads aloud the essay at Charlie's insistence. Charlie stands up and walks toward her without assistance, which he had tried but failed to do during Ellie's first visit. As Ellie finishes reading, they both smile at each other, and Charlie begins to float as he's engulfed in a bright white.
Here are some trivia facts about the Whale movie. The Whale is based on a true story of a young killer whale named Luna who became separated from her pod and spent several years in Nootka Sound, a small fishing village on the west coast of Vancouver Island. The film is directed by Darren Aronofsky, who is known for his critically acclaimed films such as Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, and The Wrestler. The cast of The Whale includes Brendan Fraser, who plays a journalist named Darren, and actresses Samantha Morton and Gwendolyn Christie. The film was shot on location in British Columbia, Canada. The script for The Whale was written by Samuel D. Hunter, who is a Pulitzer Prize finalist for his play The Whale. The whale who played Luna in the film was actually a combination of CGI and animatronics, as it would have been unsafe and impractical to use a live animal. The production team worked closely with local Indigenous communities in British Columbia to ensure that the portrayal of their culture and traditions in the film was accurate and respectful. The Whale is produced by A24, which is known for producing critically acclaimed films such as Moonlight, Lady Bird, and The Florida Project. What about your opinions? How about you? Have you thought? What about Black Adam? Please leave comments below. In the comments section, thank you for your help. Watch this video to the end. Hello, and see you again.